Hey guys, RC here, back with our next video. This should be our final video for the current season, but we're playing Out of the Park 18, and we are the Kansas City Royals, and we have just pulled off a stunning upset win over the White Sox for the American League pennant, and we are returning to defend our World Series title. Real quick before I get into that, we had some more sellouts here. You know, it doesn't look like it's going to give us credit for that, but now we are up to 1.8 in playoff revenue. Last year we ended up at 2.2, so now the profit is up to $4.2 million this year, so that's nice. Wow. I'm just stunned that we made it. Was not expecting that at all. Alright, so let's head back to here. Alright, so we did talk a little bit. The Reds have the best record in the National League. We had the second best record in the American League. We are 8th in runs scored in the American League. They dominated the National League, and that's a 216 run differential. That's a lot. That's a run and a half a game. That's a lot. They were second in runs allowed, and we were fourth in the American League. They were second, and actually we gave up 2 less runs than them. So while ranking wise is different, what is that?
My receipts.
Oh, while that ranking wise doesn't look good, we actually had the better defense and gave up 2 less runs. So we'll see how that plays out. I think what we decided, we're going to go with Guidry in the opener. He's fully rested and healthy again with his back. Leonard will be on 3 days rest. And then we'll get into Bird, who will be fully healthy. And then Splittorff has not pitched in a little while. I don't remember his last outing. Let's see, pitching. So he pitched on the 10th. So it's been a week since he pitched, and he's only pitched twice in 17 days. So he should be well rested. Looks like Herbowski's still in a slump. That's okay. You know, I tell you what, I'm gonna put him on a quick hook as a reliever, just a little bit. Oh, I do need to go back and change this. I'm still going to quick hook him if he starts getting hit hard. Just not as, just not as drastic as that one game that we set that for. And same thing for Splittorff. We'll put him, like 1 tick better as far as a hook. All right, so Ron Guidry 19-8, Pat Zachary 19-4. That will actually reset to Leonard 22-9 against 10-11 Fred Norman. Of course, that could change too. Then Bird and Andy Hassler should be in stone. And then we'll have Paul Splittorff, a 19-game winner, going in against Andahar if we don't go on 3 days rest. So we'll see. All right, game 1. 1-0. Well, we didn't get blown out, but that's a tough one. And bottom of the 9th. Ow. So 5 hits for Guidry, a 2-hitter for Zachary. We had a rain delay, only 16 minutes. An NL playoff record with 12 strikeouts. Actually 13 strikeouts. Well, he said it and then broke it. 13 strikeout game. Wow. Not good for us. Tony Perez, 14 RBIs, and look, he's hitting out of what, the 6 hole? That's nuts. That's a tough loss. Tough loss. All right, now we're back in, so we should have... All right, we went to Splittorf. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I want to go here. So I want to go to strict order, and we want to go with Dennis Leonard there. All right. Oh. Only 4 innings. 8 hits, 4 runs. Shit. That may not have been a good decision on my part. Alright, well, we're going to take a day off. Doug Bird, not comfortable here. Ken Henderson can come off the DL. Well, it's too bad that you're not. He is eligible. Can I bring him up now? Can I bring him up now? Boy, I hate to do this because... Oh, roster moves are not allowed in the middle of a series. Okay, well, see, if I would have known he was eligible for the playoffs and could come off the DL... We'll put him on the active roster to get him off the DL. I might have called him up right before the series. That might have been a move I could have made. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, well. 9-2. Bench, Foster, Geronimo, Rose, all with home runs. Well, they certainly liked facing Bird. And he only lasted 4 1/3, so when he started getting hit, they pulled him. Wiley got hit, McClure got hit. They hit everybody. There was nothing we could do there. So we are down 3-0. This is looking bad. I don't think we have a choice but to let Splittorf go, and we get swept. Well, you know, that is the Big Red Machine 1977, you know, one of the greatest teams in Major League Baseball history. Yeah, you know, what are you going to do? Ken Griffey Sr. wins the MVP for the series, hits .500, 1 homer, 6 RBIs. Pete Rose could have won that. Let's check the box score, I suppose. Splittorf got the quick hook. Still went 5 1/3 and got shelled. Yeah, unfortunately, without those guys in the my top 2 guys in the pitching rotation, there was nothing we could do. Still, all in all, a very successful season for us, I believe. I'm not happy that we got swept. Let's see, we ended up making $2.5 million in playoff revenue. $4.9 million in profit. Glad that the fans showed up at the end of the season for the playoffs. I wish they would show up a little bit more. But hey, you know, our second straight World Series, maybe we see a season ticket increase and another attendance increase next year. Just out of curiosity, reached the playoffs. We did. Home runs, we were 11th. Now we're 10th. Not happy with that. Increase attendance, we got close, and he was hoping for a championship team by 81, so I think we're on track for that. We'll see. I don't know. Let's go ahead and oh, you know what? Let's do a real quick recap, I guess. So Brett led the team with a 339 average. Dreesen and McRae both hit well. 29 homers for Dreesen. Brett with 27. That was a relief after last year's 4-home run fiasco. I don't know what the deal was last year. And we had two players, Brett and Dreesen, crack the 100 RBI plateau. Leonard with 22 wins. Guidry and Splittorff with 19 apiece. So, all in all, a very good year. We do need to improve our offense. We do bid farewell to a few guys. We're going to say goodbye to Fran Healy and clear out his $242,000 salary. I wonder if I can... wonder if I can make that trade right now. Well, he signed through this year. You know what? He might be a free agent. Contract. No extension is signed. Yep. So they may let him go. Yeah, we're gonna wait on that. All right. Damn. I'm just glad we made it again. 8-11. Good season for us. Baylor's on the trade block. I would like to get him, man. Lee Lacy voided his last contract year and test free agency. All right, that is going to leave a hole. So, are you more worried about, home runs or the fact that we made the World Series? Very happy. All right, achieve a winning record, improve team home runs. Still looking to get up to that 30,000 mark and trying to get another title in the next 4 years. So a team payroll of about $7 million. All right, we'll delete that. All right, so Lacy voiding his contract, that's going to leave a little bit of a hole at second base. Now, Burleson could actually slide back over, but I don't really have anybody that I consider. I mean Staggs, but yeah, not really. He looks like he should be good, but he just doesn't get it done on the field. And I don't think I have anybody. I do have Jamie Quirk. Is he going to be ready to come up? He's not really a great shortstop. He was actually a catcher when he first came up. I do remember that. And I seem to recall he was more of a third baseman. I'm trying to get him there, but again, I don't know that he's my answer long term. All right, well, let's get to all right, well, Amos, it's nice. No, but you still have 3 to 4 months. Wow. 10 months? Oh, well. That's fine. I can't activate him. He's hurt. You gotta be kidding me. Fine, I'll bring him up. He's hurt. What do you want to do? Shit. Come on, man. Alright, we got a gold glove. George Brett at third base. Won the gold glove. Let's see, Rodney Setback. All right, nobody there. Bob Forsch got traded for Jay Howell. There's a name you'll recognize. John Henry Johnson, Richard Lobert, and Johnny LeMaster. Padres, Dave Tomlin. Top defensive players for the AL: Moose Haas, Jim Sundberg, George C. Scott, Ted Sizemore, Brett, Bucky Dent, Gorman Thomas, Fred Lynn, and Reggie Smith. For the National League: Bryn Smith and Gene Tennis of the Astros, Bill Robinson, Joe Morgan, Mike Schmidt, Chris Spear, George Foster, Cesar Cedeno, Dave Winfield. Alright, you know, there are a couple of guys. Let me see. They may want to try to do an extension. So, you know what? It doesn't hurt to try. If I shop him, nobody. Really. What about Fran Healy? Nobody? Really? Okay. And of course, Hank's going to be a free agent here, so he ends his career at least with us. 736 homers, 2,221 RBIs, 1,316 walks, 1,314 strikeouts. I tell you what, not many players can say they walk more than they struck out. You know, you want to take a comparison for that. You know, Reggie Jackson was a pretty well respected home run hitter. 2,600 strikeouts to 1,300 walks, almost double. So yeah, that's a pretty big accomplishment for Aaron. All right, well, it doesn't look like anybody's gonna be in the mood for trading. I'm really disappointed Lacey's leaving. We picked him up in that trade for Tony Saleta. So how has he done, by the way? 333 as a role player, 288 as a AAA starter. So he's never started a game, and yeah, I think that turned out to be a pretty good deal for us. Plus the Dreesen deal on top of that. All right, reliever of the year, Mark Littell. Really? Over Suter? No kidding. 2 saves, 56 appearances, 71 strikeouts in 71 1/3 innings. 2.02 ERA. That's actually surprising. I wasn't expecting that. Gary Lavelle of the Giants. All right. Our Silver Slugger Awards: Ross Grimsley, Darrell Porter, Jason Thompson, George Orta, George Brett brings home one. Toby Harrah, Kemp, Landrew, and Burrows. I expect to see a lot of Reds in here. Giants, Reds, Astros, Reds, Phillies, Reds, Pirates. Mitchell Page. That's a name that you don't remember a lot. I don't remember it at all. All right, the AL Rookie of the Year, Matt Keogh, went 15-3 with a 2.76 ERA. Steve Strouder hit .316, 21 homers, 73 RBIs to claim Rookie of the Year honors. J.R. Richards edged out Ron Guidry and Vida Blue. I actually thought Dutch would have a shot at that Cy Young with 22 wins this year. But yeah, there you go. When did his career end? 1980. Yeah, 17 starts. He had a stroke or something like that. Yeah, I think it was actually on the field. Um, might have been on the field. I seem to recall them bringing him off the field on a stretcher. I could be misremembering that, but I do remember he had a stroke or something. And yeah, that was boy. He was, and he was in the midst of a really good run. I mean, 2018, three 18-win seasons, solid numbers. He had just started to ramp up his strikeout totals in '78. And they were talking about him being the next, like the next Nolan Ryan. And then, boy, to have it taken away so quick. Tom Seaver wins as the Cy Young. Another good year for Tom Terrific. MVP award. J.R. Richard from the White Sox and Mike Schmidt from the Phillies. All right, the draft pool. All right, let's go to that. A trade proposal. Very good. Mark Littell. Oh, his dog died, Eddie. Couldn't find him, so he's looking for his dog. That's sad. And he just won Reliever of the Year. All right, Bernie Carbo, Terry Felton. Now, Lee Lacy has opted out of his contract, right? I wonder if I can offer him an extension. Because he opted out. He's making $39,000. Well, you know what? $61,000 deal. I'm going to offer that for 4 years. How about a 3-year deal? How about a 2-year deal? Well, if that's all you want, I think I would rather have him. I didn't even think to try to re-sign him. Go figure. I thought I was going to have to look for him in free agency. Down year. I'd like to see him get back up. Of course, 12 homers. Certainly much better performance. Bernie Carbo, Terry Felton. He's 20. No, not feeling that. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, well, you know what? It doesn't ever hurt to talk to people. Let's discuss this trade. I'm gonna remove those two guys. I could use. Oh, that's your AAA. Let's see. What's your prospects list look like? Here we go. Any names jumping out at me? Mike Henderson. Not really. Not really. Bert Blyleven. Certainly would like to add him, but I doubt it. What about Flanagan? Yeah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Alright. Ooh, Rod Carew, but he's 32. Yeah. Mike Tyson didn't know he played baseball. Eric Soderhelm. Can he only play? Yeah, he can only play third, so that doesn't help me any. Ooh. Now he's got a broken kneecap. He's out 5 to 6 months, but you know what? I'd be interested in him. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen once again. Alright, so we're going to reject. Alright, some databases, minor league players, crushing through some numbers there. A trade proposal, yay! Alright, Aurelio Rodriguez. Not really. Yeah, not feeling that. Don't need him at third base either. Can we discuss a trade? Let's discuss. I don't like that guy. I do like the prospect option there now. Again, just looking to see if any names jump off the page at me. Mike Pasoriak. They got a lot of prospects. Alright, this is LA. Alright, Nolan Ryan. No. Catfish Hunter, Doug Rao, Rick Roden. Andy Messersmith. Steve Yeager. Garvey. Hey, Tony Saleta. Ron Say, I do like him. Bill Russell's 29. Let's go down to AAA. Actually, you know what? Let's go down to single A. I didn't recognize any names on the prospects list, but that doesn't mean anything. You know, we're only a couple of years into our playthrough here, so yeah, we're just going to start seeing some names trickling in, I think. Yeah, not feeling anybody there. Alright, we're going to reject that trade. Hopefully Lee will take my contract at least. Alright, Julio Franco. Now, of course, he just retired, I think, last week. At like the age of like 212. Seriously, he played like 40 years. It was insane. Chili Davis, Tony Phillips, Kirk Gibson, Rob Deere, Cal Ripken. That's interesting. Cal would be a really interesting guy to get. I wonder who has 65, 63, 52, the Atlanta Braves. Transactions. That's not what I want. Player trade. Select a team. Atlanta. I thought I had the ability to trade a draft pick. No? I can't trade draft picks? That sucks. Didn't even think to put that on. Oh well, never mind. Willie McCovey. Jimmy Wynn. Fergosi. Jack Hyatt. Cubs. Lou Piniella. Ken Boswell. Alright, are we in free agency now? Let's see. I don't know if we're actually in free agency. Free agents. Yeah, I guess we are. Alright, alright, so I've got an offer out to Lacey. Oh, well, you know what? That was a free agent offer. Alright, I need a left fielder. Well, I could look at a shortstop. All free agents. Pending offers. Oh, draft order. Yep, they picked number 1. We're at number 17. Free agents. Alright, so Joe Torre, Lou Piniella. Lou's 34. Yeah, I don't want him. The best darn can opener. I get the weirdest shit in my email. How about batting ratings? There we go. 35, 28. Oh, pitching ratings. Control. Movement. Yep, don't really see anybody good on there. So yeah, we're going to keep going. Let's get up to the winter meetings, I suppose. Alright, Lee Lacey signs. Rodriguez. They tried to trade him to us, so they made a deal elsewhere. Rick Burleson. How'd you get hurt? An undisclosed injury. Odd. Los Angeles made a deal. Orioles and the Yankees. Oh, John Mayberry. Oh, man, I wanted Baylor. I was waiting for him to hit free agency.
John! Come here!
Yeah, he's only signed. Oh, they signed him to a 3-year deal. Okay. So they did re-sign him. Darn. I was interested in him. John Mayberry. He hit 282 last year with the Yankees. 77 games. Yeah, so that was actually a good year for Big John. Glad to see that. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and then we'll come back and pick up with the off season. So guys, another solid season for the Royals, if nothing else. We did get swept in the World Series, but hey, I wasn't expecting to actually make it. So thanks for checking out this season, and we'll come back with the 1978 off season. So take care. We'll see you next time. Bye.